Well, hello everybody, my name is Jai and welcome to a very special video because today I am going to be building a small model railway for a place called Narana, which is a Aboriginal Culture Centre that I'm going to call the Narana Model Railway Project. Now I know it has been a fair while since my last video. I guess the best way I can describe it is, unfortunately, I was having some problems with my editing software that I used for my videos. Unfortunately, it had a problem where it would keep crashing, so I wasn't able to make any videos for over a month, but thankfully I have, I believe, been able to fix it, so I can start uploading videos again. But another thing that I need to address is the fact that we have actually hit a very huge milestone on my YouTube channel, and that is that I have reached over 1,000 subscribers. Now I have to absolutely say a humongous thank you to all of you guys for literally getting me up to over 1,000 subscribers. I'm actually currently sitting at around 1,412 subscribers, but honestly guys, I have to say a humongous thank you to you. I know it might sound like a broken record, but if it honestly wasn't for you guys, I would not even be doing this anymore. You guys are the reason why I keep pumping these videos out, no pun intended, but I sincerely just want to say a humongous thank you to all of you guys for who have subscribed to my channel and who, of course, love to watch my content and enjoy seeing my videos. But anyway, let's go ahead and now talk about the main reason why I'm making this video, which has to involve the Narana Model Railway project. So as I mentioned before, I am doing a model railway build in a place known as Narana, which is a place that I do actually work at a few days a week. It is a place about Aboriginal culture and history. I have no doubt a few of you guys have been there yourselves, but I can definitely say it's a really great job. I have had a great time there, and a lot of people who just come to visit also do seem to really enjoy it. If you want to know any more information about Narana, I will do a small tour later on in this video where I'll go around and show you everything that we have and what we do here. But if you also want to know one last thing, where Narana is, we are located on the South Coast Highway, just a little bit past the Torquay level crossing, unless of course you're watching this like 10 years in the future when there is no more level crossing. I guess the best way to look it up is just go on Google Maps and you should be able to find it up easy enough that way. But yes, like saying, I do work at Narana, and I can definitely say that I really have a great time working there. And in my opinion, it's definitely one of my favourite jobs that I have done, period. So, it does really make me excited to announce the fact that, well, believe it or not, I was actually able to bring and run some of my model trains at my workplace. Now I have to say that it's definitely not too common for someone to be able to build their own model railway at, well, their own workplace. So considering the fact that I was given the opportunity to do it, I sincerely just want to say a massive thank you to the Narana staff for allowing me to do it. And for the most part, believe it or not, they actually want me to do it again sometime earlier next year. Now I will talk a bit more about that near the end of this video, but yeah, I just want to let you know that they actually really enjoyed it that much that they actually want me to do it again. So that just shows, doesn't it? Now I set up this display in what is known as the Narana Gallery, and as you'll see, it is a fairly big place. Definitely, in my opinion, it was the best place to set up a small little railway, and I was able to build it on a small stage that is a fairly good size. It's roughly about 3.6 meters long, so I think I was able to complete a fairly decent sized looking layout. But obviously you guys can be the judge of that, and you can let me know what you think about it. But anyway, I think that's everything that I have to say for now. So let's go ahead and head inside the Narana Gallery, and we'll go ahead and we'll start setting this display up. Well, here is the Narana Gallery, and as you can see, it is a fairly big place. So in this gallery, as I would have mentioned earlier, we do have artefacts of all different types of Aboriginal items, which is of course very cool. And then of course we have, also as I would have mentioned before, the gallery where all the art is, as you can see. But also, for at least today and sometime next year, we're also going to have this in the gallery. So this is where I am going to be doing my at least test run for now of a possible, I guess you could say, exhibition layout that's going to be here at Narana sometime next year. But here is everything, at least most of the track. I do have quite a bit more stuff in there, but this is a majority of all the track and stuff like that. Now, as you can see, it is a fairly big stage, roughly about 3.6 metres long and about 2 and a bit metres wide. So definitely it's a decent size for a small looking layout. Now, before I go any further, here is the track plan of what I want to try and make. Obviously I can't promise if it's going to look exactly like this, but as you can see, we've got the station, which will be around here. There's going to be double track as well. We're going to have the yard probably roughly around there, with a little loco shed and maybe fueling depot. Now obviously, as you can probably tell, this is going to be a turntable. Now I don't actually have a turntable yet, but yeah, in the next couple of weeks or so I'll probably be able to get one. And then everything else is just like, you know, like where the roads will be, some mountains, the car park, stuff like that. We're also going to have a little level crossing, which is not like that, it's more like a British one, as you can see. Now, as far as all the track, speaking of, I went to Train World and Toy World both at the same time on the same day, since yesterday, and me recording this part. And I've gotten, I think, all the points I need. Some rail joiners, as you can see, some fake ones as well. I've got a kit for the level crossing. I got some corners as well, 20-second radius. A few different sizes of the straights. Some of my older bits of track, such as some other points, including this nice crossover that the club kindly donated to me, which definitely saves me $100 just there. And I do have some spare curves there just in case I don't have enough for them. And of course some flex track and the level crossing, which again was also donated from the club. Now, as far as the controls I'm going to be using, I've got 2 DC and a DCC one. So the way it's going to work is, I think the very outside track I'm going to run DCC, and I'll have a DC controller for the other main line, the inside one, and one for the yard. So that way I can do 3 different operations at once. And therefore that's the one reason why I got the plastic rail joiners to begin with. A little clever thing that me and my dad did was solder some of these wires to these rail joiners. Well, this part was actually already made. I just bought like an 8-pack of them, and then Dad just soldered the wires together on the controller ones. So hopefully those will work fine. But now lastly, I have no doubt that you've got a glimpse of it, but I also did get a few new things from Train World as well. I got these pair of wagons from Phoenix Models. I quite like them. I did get another C-Class, yes. I've actually got, I think, 6 C classes now. This one is DC and it is C508, if you can see that. And something a bit different, a South Australian loco, a 600 class. In the Australian National, that's also DC and is 605. I will go ahead and open these on camera later, but first we'll obviously get all this set up and then we'll take a quick look inside and just see what they look like. With that, I think that is everything I have to show you, at least everything I got. So the next thing I'm going to do is, of course, I will do a time lapse and slowly build the railway. So let's get started. Alright, so as you can see, I have finally finished the main lines. One thing I've noticed that I definitely need to prepare more is I'll need to get a couple more packs of the 22 radius curves. It was definitely a good idea to bring some extra curves. The only problem is though is at least I was saying the inside one it'll be a bit too sharp for say some of the locos I want to try, like my Tate and 900. But yeah, so this is what the two main lines, of course, look like. So now, the next thing I'm going to do, obviously, is the yard, which should be kind of fun. So I'll go ahead and do a time lapse on that, and we'll see how it looks. Alright everyone, it's finished. Let's go ahead and see what it looks like. Ta-da! So, here is at least all the track laid, and this is mostly what the track layout is going to look like for the main event. Now unfortunately I ended up not having enough rail joiners, so there are some bits of track that is just sitting there, but that's only literally just for around here. But I just had enough rail joiners to do most of the yard and of course the entire circuit of track. But yeah, as you can see, it's a decent fair size, and it definitely looks pretty similar, I would say, to the diagram of what I want to do. So, like saying, that is going to be where the turntable will go. These two are going to be like oil refineries, like places where locos can fuel up. The main loco shed, and as for over here, we've got this track that spreads out here, or splits off I should say, and this will be like a storage, not storage, sorry, it's going to be a industry for like box vans, and then the rest is just going to be like what you'll see like in a normal storage yard and stuff like that. And what I've done, or what I am going to do, is I'm going to run the DCC, which is this, on the very outer track. And as you see, these little wires that are coming out. The inside will be for this controller, and the yard will be for the Bachmann, or whatever you want to call them, controller. But as you can see, we've got the little wires in and out. Hopefully I haven't damaged any of them, but that'll be one way to find out in a minute. Now another thing I've done now is, so I don't cause any problems between these two DC controllers, is I have actually added plastic rail joiners, which were an absolute pain in the backside to get into, by the way. But I did that so that way I can have trains running on this line and then do some shunting without interfering with the electrical system. So hopefully I did it right. But overall, yes, I'm very excited. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get at all the scenery, at least, that I can get at, so that way it's a bit more of an understanding of what it's going to look like. And then I'll go ahead and we'll test some trains out. Well, as you can see, I have been able to plug everything, apart from, of course, the DCC. As you can see, the DCC cord is just a little bit too short, which is a little bit frustrating, but two DC controllers are good enough so long as it works. But yeah, of course. So I won't be able to run any trains on the outer line for now, but I should be able to at least run a train on the well, inside and one in the yard. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I do have some new locos and some rolling stock. So, yeah, I guess you could say we'll be doing a quick, short unboxing as well in this video. Nothing too major. But after when we unbox all this stuff, I'll probably test both of these locos on the track just to see if it all works. And yeah, that's what we'll go ahead and do. So let's go ahead now and quickly unbox the things I've got. So firstly, we'll go ahead and we'll just take a look at the wagons, get them out the way. Oh, by the way, if you can hear water outside, that's because it's raining. It's nice to actually be in here for once and not out there. Anyway, finally got the wrapping out of the way. Definitely pretty tight. Look at the first one, and well, here it is. As you can see, one really cool thing is sort of like the GY and ER wagons, I think, or EY, as they got the little thing on top to like cover it up. But no, very nice indeed. And obviously, as you can tell, they are Australian national, so no guessing on that, or no rewards. But no, I really do like them. As far as on the layout, let's, well, I guess do a quick test. Can it make it through all the corners all right? That would be yes for the corners, but for the crossing itself. Oh, I see. Because this was too close. Alright, let's try this again. 3, 2, 1. Three, 2, 1, go. That's better. Give it another push. As you can see, it seems to work all right on the outside track. That's good. But now, with trying to break wagons out of the way now, let's go ahead and take a look at, of course, the two new locomotives. So we'll firstly start off with just one that everyone has seen before, which is of course a C-Class. Now, if you want to know, I have done a full review on 2 DCC ones actually, but as you can see, this is just a DC, the box colour. It is a V-line one, as I mentioned before, C508. So it is a little bit different, at least the front part is, compared to the other one. One thing I've got to make sure though is I don't accidentally confuse, because I've got 2 V-line ones now, I want to be careful that I don't end up confusing myself and damaging, or putting the DC one on the DC track. But anyway, there you go. Here is C508, but you can see unlike C506, which is one having DCC, that would have like handrails all around, where this doesn't, and it has like 2 little hoses that just go down. Not sure what that's about, but yeah. As you can see, yeah, very, very nice. I did actually bring another DCC class I have, which is in V-line as well. That's actually weathered, but it's not like a brand new one. It's second hand. So I'm going to do some testing to see if this will work fine with the second hand model, and if it doesn't, I'll just buy another one of these, maybe C507, as far as like the decision one you can get. But no, it looks very nice. So that will definitely be a test. Now this one is also a DC, and it is a 600 class, so another South Australian loco. I think it's my second South Australian loco in my collection now, but I've got 605 in Australian National. And if you want to know, I actually do have a DCC one coming along, hopefully soon, C503, which will be like a proper review of it. But for now, this is just a quick look. But yeah, I've actually wanted to get a 600 for a fair while now. Pretty much ever since I got the 900, I've wanted to get one. But oh boy. Get her out. And well, here she is. And oh yeah, she looks beautiful. First, we'll get all that crap stuff off it. Yeah, there you go. I'm going to need something a bit more sharper to get that other stuff out, but no, as you can see, if the camera's focused, there we go. Looks fairly nice, doesn't it? I really like it. Funny enough, the whole reason why I actually got this loco was those wagons I showed you earlier. They were the main reason why I got this thing, actually. Yeah, as you can see, it's, well, of course, from precision quality standards, it's pretty nice. But with that, I'll go ahead and obviously get all this other foam stuff off it, and then we'll, I guess, go ahead and test both of these locos and see how they work, and if they work. Well, I know there'll be nothing wrong with the locos, but if they don't work, obviously all this track that I've been doing for over 5 or so hours will be completely wasteful. So stay tuned to see if my luck has ran out. Alright, so we'll go ahead and we'll test out C506 first, just because it's a lot more smaller, and it'll be a bit more easier to see if all the track's working. So let's go ahead and turn the controller on and see if she makes it all the way through. Runs so beautifully. Oh, there's a bit of a cut there, which is not really good because that's where the track needs to get power. Keep following it around. Through the level crossing, hopefully it doesn't knock the gate over. Good. Beautiful, it seems to be working. Yep. So yeah, again, apart from that little bump there, which I mean is something I don't want to happen, but no, it's definitely seems to be working. So the next thing I'm going to do is quickly test out C508 and just see how that works. Alright, so here is C508 on the track, so let's quickly go ahead and see if she works. Well, I guess we'll see if she's able to make it through the corners. So far, so good. Oh, yeah, that's a bit tight there. I really highly doubt my 900 class would make it through, but yeah, seems to be working. That's good. She's working as well. That's good. Well, there's only one more thing I want to do, and that's actually to see if I can have trains coming off the main line into the yard. I've got to make sure that obviously both tracks are facing the right way, because I don't want to have both tracks go in different directions, because that could probably do something to the motor, knowing my luck. But I'll quickly see what I can do with that. Alright, so I'm pretty sure I have got both controllers facing the same way, hopefully. I'll turn this up a little bit, and then we'll turn this one on, and we'll just see if it does work or not. And look at that, it works. So now, if I was to do this, as you can see, it stops. So yeah, it works. Let's try the other way. So again, do this, do that. Don't want to make any really, bad mistakes. So you might see the speed jump up a little bit, but again, that's no big deal. Yeah, there you go, just sped it up. So yeah, my plan actually has worked. So the last thing I'll quickly do now is I'll see if two trains can work together. Well, work together, you know what I mean. See if both these trains will work separately. So let's say I want this one going backwards, this one forwards. And yeah, as you can see, it works. So yeah, no, really good. Well, I'll be damned, it actually does work. So no, I'm really happy. So I guess the next thing we can do, which is of course the most exciting part, is set up some trains and yeah, run them around and just see how much fun we can have with this simple but still pretty cool looking small layout. Okay, so before we do actually go ahead and run some model trains, as I did mention earlier in this video, I did want to give you guys a tour of Narana, and that is what I'm going to do now. So we'll go ahead and we'll do a quick tour, and I'll show you what this place has to offer, and then after that we'll go ahead and we'll run some model trains. So with that, let's get this quick tour out the way. So just so you know again, this is the gallery. And as we walk through here, on the right we have the gift shop, which is where you can get tons of items if you want to get anything such as didgeridoos, boomerangs, art, or other items such as handbags and clothes, books, all that type of good stuff. This is also the place where you'll have to enter to get in, so yeah, good stuff. On the left we have the Narana Cafe, so this is where you can get all your food, drinks, coffees, you name it. Now I'm not sure exactly what this would be called, but it's like a massive round circle area. Of course you can just lay down, maybe have a little snack or something. Down here we have a little playground where the kids are playing. Now around here, this is where it actually gets quite interesting, because not only is Narana about Aboriginal history and culture, we've also got a small sanctuary. So as you'll see, there are some animals in here. So So the first thing you'll be greeted with is some emus. As you can see. Hello there. There's 3 of them in here, but there is one more that I know. His name is Squish, and he's the other one that's allowed out here. If you want to know why, it's just because the other emus, you know, try and tear him apart if he was to be in there. So a bit sad, but that's just where the animals are. But as you can see, it is a rather big area, and that's what's good about this place. It's not like a zoo world, and animals are, you know, locked in their cages and never allowed out. In this, these animals are allowed to wander wherever they want. Now, other animals that we do have here are kangaroos and wallabies. We currently have 1 kangaroo and I think about 5 or 6 wallabies. Here we go. Here is Squish, right here. I think he is our youngest emu here. As you see, he's just happily walking along. And if you have food, you can feed the animals. And if you're lucky, they'll even let you pat them. So as you can see, here's a little bit of water. So sometimes we do get ducks and other types of birds come in here. But if you want to know something, this place is free entry. The only things you'll have to pay for is if you want to feed the animals or get something from the gift shop or have something to eat at the cafe. But other than that, you could just walk right in and then just have a little tour and see all the animals and head off, and you would get that for free. But yeah, as you can see, it's a rather nice big open area for the animals. But anyway, I think that will do for the small tour of the place I work at. So if you guys are interested in wanting to come here, we are open virtually every day of the week. I think we are actually open every day of the week, but yeah, if you guys are anywhere nearby and you want to come and visit this place just to see the animals, then you can go right ahead and do that. But I'm now going to go ahead and head back into the gallery and make sure no one has stolen any of my trains. So let's head back there. Alright, so it is the early next morning, and well, as you can see, I've got a whole bunch of trains out on the small display. And another thing you can probably tell is, yes, I've been able to get the DCC to work. I've got a small little extension cable that just plugs into that, and for the most part it looks like it's working fairly well. I haven't had a single derailment or anything yet. So obviously the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm of course going to do some running shots of all my model trains going around this small display. So I'll do some shots of obviously the trains going around the 2 main lines, and I might as well do some shots of some shunting action as well, and might even have a few shots of the locos coming in and out of the small depot area. So yeah, it should be exciting. But with that, let's go ahead and get some running shots. Well, there you go, everyone. That was my model rower display at Narana. Overall, I have to say that I am actually quite impressed for how it worked. I didn't have that many problems with it. Everything did seem to run pretty smoothly. I mean, sure, I did have a few little hiccups here and there, but overall, I am extremely happy. And something else that was pretty cool was the fact that quite a few people actually did get to see this display. And for the most part, a lot of people did actually really enjoy it. Considering the fact that it was just a basic 2-oval track with a little yard in the middle, it didn't matter. Quite a few people did actually just love watching the trains go around, which of course still definitely made my day in some cases. There was also a couple times where I did let a couple of young lads actually drive some of my trains. A little bit risky, I know, but in my opinion, I think one of the best ways to keep the hobby alive is to let some of the younger generation have a turn and have a little try, and just knowing what the experience is like when it comes to dealing with, well, with model trains. I think that's the main way to keep the hobby alive, but that's, I guess, just me. If you guys agree, you can. If you don't, you don't. Now, if you remember right at the start of this video, I did mention that Narana may want me to do this thing again, as it did seem to be kind of successful. What I can definitely say is when I do this again, it will be probably sometime early next year, around between January or February at the latest. I can definitely say that next time I will definitely try to get some scenery, I think, so that way the display looks a little bit more presentable. I know a few of the Narana staff were actually talking to me what they think would be a good idea, and one of them came up with possibly doing a Yu-Yangs type of layout. Now, I'm not sure exactly what it's going to look like or how it's going to look, but one thing I might actually get you guys to do if you want is if you guys have any ideas for what you think the layout should possibly look like. I don't think the realism of like scale size or anything like that really matters. As long as it just looks nice and just looks presentable and cool, that's really all I am looking for. And just remember, it is also a Aboriginal type of place, so if you have any like Aboriginal ideas, whether it be maybe we could build like an Ayers Rock, or as one of the staff said at Narana, a Yu-Yangs or something like that. Or if you guys have any other ideas, let me know. Now, one thing that I am possibly thinking about doing is maybe a live stream when I am doing this event. So that way, if any of you guys wanted to see it, I guess, yeah, that's one way you could see it. And I guess if any of you guys possibly want to come and see my display, then of course you are welcome to, but I'm not saying that you have to, but if you are nearby and you want to come and see this small display for yourselves, of course that would be really appreciated. Or again, if you want to watch it live or anything like that, you guys can tell me what you think. But as far as where it will be held, it's going to most likely be held in the exact same place I am doing it right now, which is in the gallery. And I think they said that at most I'm able to do it for about a week. So whatever day I'm able to do it is the day that week will start. I have a feeling I wouldn't mind starting just on a Monday through Sunday. But like I said, I'll see what happens when I get more information. But one more thing I just definitely want to say again is a massive thank you to the Narana staff for, again, allowing me to do this. It's, again, definitely not very often that you're able to do something like this at your own workplace. So I just want to sincerely say, again, a massive thank you for even being allowed to do it. Because just notice, if it wasn't for them, this possible event would not be happening. So, again, just want to say a massive thank you to them. And also a massive thank you again for 1,000 subscribers. It's an absolute milestone that I am really happy that we have finally reached. I guess a good way would be to celebrate, would be, I guess, the doing the live stream thing. I mean, I don't know, I guess. But something just quickly unrelated. Yes, don't worry, I am still doing the cringe/funny compilation of Railroad Australia. I should have that out hopefully sometime by the end of this month, due to the fact that it's literally the 2nd day of December that I'm recording this. Time flies, doesn't it? But overall, guys, I have to say that I am really excited for this possible event, and hopefully some of you guys are as well. Again, if you have any ideas, please let me know so I can possibly tell the Narana staff. But with that, that is the end of this video. So take care, guys, and I will see you next time.